Hello art mates, welcome again. In this video, I'm going to show you how I draw this simple, very duper easy realistic eye. So without further ado, let's begin. By the way, this is the materials that I am only using on this drawing. Just pause to read, and remember you don't really need all of this, you just got to use what you have, because that's how I started. So first things first, I begin with outlining the subject with mechanical pencil, but you can also use graphite pencils like HB and 2B. Just make sure you use light pencil for the outline, so you can erase easily if you made a mistake. And make sure to stick with me, and don't skip, cause you might skip an important tip and techniques that I'm going to share later on. And first thing I did is shade the eyeball, and I used the charcoal pencil to that, cause the darkness of the charcoal fits the blackness of the eyeball. Observe how I darken the outline first, then shading it. There's a technique called layering technique, where you first shade lightly, then fill it layer by layer until you achieve the right shade into it. By the way, the brush that I am shading contains charcoal powder, so make sure to shade gently and please do not rush it, cause charcoal can be messy if you can't control it. So do not add pressure to your hands while brushing. I use the layering technique on this one, that by shading lightly using graphite pencil, then layering it again with charcoal to achieve smooth depth and tone. Here in the eyeball, there is this white tiny things parts that needs to be added for detail, so you can use your pencil eraser to do that. But if you don't have pencil eraser, you can use normal eraser, then cut it into sharp part, so it's possible to create small highlights. In this part, you don't really need to rush the process, cause this is the center of attraction on this subject, so make it detailed as possible. And make sure to always sharpen the pencil eraser when adding small details for better accuracy. In the highlight part, I drew the reflection using the 8B black Staedtler. And you may be wondering why I'm not using charcoal pencil on this one. Well, first of all, charcoal pencil is black, but it's blendable, so it's not good to use in this part cause the area is white. On the other hand, the Staedtler 8B is good for this area cause it's not blendable and at the same time it's black as charcoal. I hope you understood what I said, haha. Now going to the next step, I did the layering technique again because I need to achieve a smooth tone in this area. By using a 4B graphite pencil and blending it layer by layer until I achieve the right tone and darkness in this area of the eye. And after I layer it with graphite, I added charcoal powder for the dark edges to make it look more realistic. Repeating the process on the other side. If you master this technique, it will be easy for you to create realistic drawings like this. And remember not to rush the shading if you want to achieve smooth tone, because this is the common mistakes that most of the beginners are doing. In the skin tone part, I use graphite and charcoal to shade to create a smooth tone. Observe how I shade it layer by layer to create depth and dark tone. And usually I avoid shading the highlight part and focus on the dark part. By doing that, you can easily locate the highlight area and make it more realistic. After I shaded the skin tone, now I can draw details such as the eyelashes. And I did that by outlining it using light pencil, then filling it with 8B black Staedtler. It took me long to finish this, cause eyelashes is hard to create cause you need to constantly sharpen your pencil every time. And again, remember not to rush this cause this may look bad if you rush the eyelashes and making it less realistic. Repeating the process at the bottom. Here I draw the tears. This one is pretty simple, even beginners can draw this. Now the satisfying part comes, removing the tape around the drawing. And ta-da! I hope y'all learned, even if I'm not good at teaching, the important is you watched all the way through here. And remember, do not stop drawing if you want to improve, cause there is no one who started at the top. Everyone starts at the bottom, but it's up to you if you want to climb at the top. See you all in my next video. Bye.